News 5 forecast first from the First Alert Storm Team. Sponsored by Hembry Heating and Air Conditioning.
Gordon is fading and our weather is improving. For the past 2 days, it's been gray and rainy. Today, a lot of blue sky over the downtown skyline, although some folks will get a shower or thunderstorm today. On the radar, what's left of Gordon is crossing the Mississippi River into Arkansas. There is some lightning and thunder down here in some of these rain bands that are still associated with Gordon, but most of that is outside of our viewing area. We got a few showers in our Mississippi communities. I'll take you on a radar tour in just a few minutes, and we'll also talk about what else might be in the tropics with Hurricane Florence and some other areas of interest. We'll have all of that on News 5 starting right now.
WKRG News 5 starts right now with breaking news.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us today for News 5 at noon. I'm Bill Riles, in today for Devin Walsh. First on 5, we are following breaking news. A deadly shooting at Stanton Road and Bragdun Avenue in Mobile. Police have not said or passed along any information right now about a possible suspect in this case. But News 5's Mary Smith is live at that scene now and brings us the latest. Good afternoon, Mary.
Good afternoon, Bill. Like you said, we are still working to get some more details. Again, this is Bragdun Avenue and Stanton Road. Let me step out of the side here. This is the Tolmanville community. We are trying to get some more information about this. We do believe that it is a deadly shooting. We have gotten it confirmed here through the fire department that there is a person who has passed away here on scene. Lots of investigators, as you can see, on scene. A good section of Stanton Road is closed off right now with investigators. They're talking to people, taking photos, doing everything they would normally do to process the scene. So we are actively trying to get some more information. In the meantime, we are still live on Facebook. Again, this is Stanton Road and Bragdun Avenue in the Tolmanville community. So as soon as we do have more information confirmed for you guys, we'll make sure to get it to you here on the air, online at WKRG.com. And of course on Facebook, we're going to continue to stay live on Facebook so you can pick up where we left off on Facebook as soon as this live shot is over. Bill, I'm going to send it back to you for now.
All right, Mary, thanks very much. We now have a better idea of the appearance of a truck that struck 2 people, killing 1 in northwest Florida. Authorities say the 2 people were hit by a white Chevy pickup truck with an aftermarket brake strip on the back tailgate. It also has a Chevy sticker on the back window. The hit and run killed 1 person. Their name has not been released yet. 53-year-old Anita Lamb of Pensacola was seriously injured in that hit and run. She was taken to Sacred Heart Hospital. This happened just before 8 o'clock last night on Gulf Beach Highway. After hitting the victims, authorities say the driver kept going and eventually turned onto Winton Avenue. A witness tried to follow the truck but lost that truck when the driver cut off its lights. Authorities say the white Chevy dually pickup truck they're looking for has a Florida tag with a partial tag number N77. If you know a truck that matches that description, contact the Florida Highway Patrol. We also have breaking news of a fatal crash involving an infant. Alabama state troopers say the 11-month-old child who was hurt in a wreck on Monday has died. Troopers say the baby boy was not properly restrained when the truck he was riding in hit a tree on Old Brady Road near Bay Minette on Monday night. Another passenger, 27-year-old Ashley Porter, was taken to Sacred Heart Hospital in Pensacola for treatment. No charges have been filed in that case. Well, the woman accused of driving drunk and killing a pregnant woman in Baldwin County appeared before a judge today for a preliminary hearing. Prosecutors laid out some of the evidence they have in the manslaughter case for Deborah Estep. News 5's Katerina Lukatich reports from the Baldwin County Courthouse with details.
The case against Deborah Estep is moving forward. A judge ruled there is enough evidence to send the case to a grand jury. It was an emotional day in court for Josie Jones's family as they listened to a detective describe what happened on August 5th. The Foley police lieutenant said Estep was driving the wrong way on the Foley Beach Express when she crashed head-on into the car Jones and her fiancé were in. Jones was flown to the hospital where an emergency C-section to save her unborn baby was unsuccessful. The detective said Estep was slurring her speech after the crash, and her blood alcohol content came back 3 times the legal limit.
We're hoping we'll get justice for Josie and justice for baby Amora.
While the case is moving forward, investigators are still waiting on further tests to see if anything besides alcohol was in Estep's system. In Baldwin County, Katerina Lukatich, WKRG News 5.
There is breaking news from Cincinnati today where at least 5 people have been shot. Police are investigating a shooting that happened at a bank in downtown Cincinnati. Police say at least 3 people were killed in that shooting in the Fifth Third Center in Cincinnati's Fountain Square. 2 more were injured. Police add the suspect is also dead. Cincinnati Police Chief Elliot Isaac said the shooter entered through a bank through a loading dock and opened fire. He then went up to the lobby where the shooter and police exchanged fire.
I heard about 8 gunshots, and I actually got on my knees, you know, kind of got down on the ground, and then all the cops started coming.
The police chief said he didn't know if the gunman was killed by officers or if he killed himself. Still to come, an unlikely hero helps Florida officers stop a fleeing suspect. We'll tell you how a Florida nuisance became the officer's best friend when we come back. And we'll take you to the kitchen when we come back. We'll show you what's on the menu in Cooking with John. Just a moment.
$250.
Well, good afternoon. We are cooking with Chris Sherrill of the Festival of Flavor. Chris, great to see you again,
You too,
man.
John. It's been too long, man.
All right, and what are you calling this?
So this is ugly vegetable ragu. I haven't made this dish in, well, ever, but I haven't made it since culinary school.
What do you got?
So these vegetables, people would look at them in the grocery store saying, there's no way I'm going to serve those. So there's beets and turnips and we're all kinds of stuff, fennel, garlic, carrots. And we're just going to throw it in this pot with celery, onions, and garlic.
Right, now, I got to tell you, I love beets.
I do, too.
And I like fennel, so I'm good with this. I think you can make something that I'm really going to like.
And so in here is some garlic and celery, onions, pearl onions.
Right, got a little head start. Got some rosemary in there, see?
And I roasted all these vegetables as outlined in the in the recipe, so they're good to go. So,
all right, now I notice your herbs are in there loose. Is that okay?
Yeah.
You don't want to tie them up or anything?
No,
get them out of there
we
later?
should, but
just gonna fish them out.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
So
we got this thing going.
Yeah, we did. That's all right. What we'll do is we'll crank it over.
I think it's good.
Over. Did it go? Yep. Yep. It's on.
We got it.
So we'll cut this one off so we don't burn everything. So this is good and hot, and we're going to add our shrimp to this right
now,
here.
what have you done to these? Are, first of all, somebody had to wrestle these shrimp to the ground. They're giant.
They are. My friends at Graham Shrimp Company down in the bayou got these Alabama pinks out for me, and they're beautiful. So
they are gorgeous,
grateful.
And they're huge.
They are huge.
Now, what'd you put on them?
A little salt, pepper, and garlic powder, nothing more. So just simple. This is a simple dish. You can prep this in advance. This is what we'll be serving at the Festival of Flavors. This is the Chicago Street Supper Club appetizer, and it's going to be awesome. So I've got this ragu of vegetables. We're going to add a little beef stock too, and just kind of cook this down.
Now, when you say cook it down, how down are you going to cook it?
So we already roasted the vegetables, as I said, so we're just going to let the flavors all mingle together, reduce that stock by about half, and that's it.
Okay, so that will soften the vegetables even more. Are you gonna blend them together? Are you gonna leave them?
I'm gonna leave them whole and chunky and put them right here in this bowl.
I'm glad, because I think they're beautiful.
They are,
and it's gonna make a fabulous looking dish.
So you asked me about my herbs. Yeah, I like to leave them free and flowing in here, and you know, where I grew up, you get a bay leaf in a dish or something. That was like an honor. So if you get the rosemary sprig, it's kind of a good luck wish. So
are you almost ready for me to turn these?
I think we can.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so tell me more about the Festival of Flavor. What's going to be happening?
So it's a really neat event. We started it about 6 years ago, and it focuses on just celebration of food in the fall. The South Baldwin Chamber of Commerce puts it on. It's a World Food Championship qualifier, which is really cool. It's one of the last ones leading right up to the World Food Championships in Orange Beach in November. And so there's sandwich and dessert categories. We are looking for chefs. If you're out there and you're watching,
but there's still time.
You have a chance to still get in and get a qualifier, a late season qualifier, which is nearly unheard of. And people are scrambling. So we'd love to have you. But man, you know, it's pretty cool.
Look, I got to tell you, these shrimp are good. Can we get a shot of these shrimp from above? Because they're gorgeous.
Yeah, they are.
And this ragu is spectacular. I can't wait for it to all come together here in just a couple of minutes.
And it nearly has. So the cool part about this is we pre-roasted the vegetables. You know, grilling these shrimp or sauteing them here is really all there is to it. And there you go. Turn that down a little. It's popping. But there's a lot of flavors and a lot of good stuff here. Those shrimp look nearly perfect. And it's real simple.
Right. Now listen, if folks want to be a part of this, either as participants or as people who just come and eat and enjoy, how do they go about it?
That's a great question. There's still tickets available. You can go on the South Baldwin Chamber website. You can also look up Festival of Flavors online and see all that's going on and get involved. Buy tickets. Come see us. Chef Brody Olive, Chef Rudy Rudolph, we're all going to be together. There you go. Break up some of that.
There we go. Take a look at this from above, and I think you're going to like what you see.
Yeah, me too.
All right, Chris, thank you so very much.
John. It's good to be here. Look at you. You're a pro.
Festival of Flavors.
I know. There's the Festival of it.
Look from above.
Yes.
There it is. Woohoo!
tmedical.com.
You're watching WKRG News 5, local coverage you can count on with Devin Walsh and meteorologist John Nodar. This is WKRG News 5 at noon.
And welcome back to News 5 at noon. We're continuing to follow breaking news right now. A deadly shooting at Stanton Road and Bragdun Avenue in Mobile. Police have not passed along much information about this case. News 5's Mary Smith is live on that scene with the latest. Hi, Mary.
Hey, Bill, we do have some more information for you guys. We were told just a few minutes ago by an investigator from the Mobile Police Department that we do have one male who has passed away here today. They do believe it was a shooting here. This is a homicide investigation. He did tell us that they found shell casings from multiple calibers of guns. So multiple guns were used, possibly multiple suspects that they're looking for here this afternoon. This happened shortly after 11, and now a nearby elementary school is on lockdown. That's Holloway Elementary, as a precaution to keep those students and those teachers safe while they continue to look for the suspects at this time. Apparently, that elementary school is no longer on lockdown. We just received word that it's no longer on lockdown, so I'm going to retract that statement right now. Again, information is coming in every couple of seconds. So we are trying to get some more info confirmed about what happened here today, who this was. We did just speak to a witness who heard just loud booms. He said he heard about a dozen loud booms about an hour ago when he was in his backyard. It freaked him out, so he came here to the scene to find that someone has passed away. So as soon as we do have more information, we'll be sure to update you here on the air, again online at WKRG.com, and of course on social media like we always do. We're still live on Facebook, so you guys can join us there as soon as this live shot is over. So Bill, for now, reporting live in Tolmanville, this is Mary Smith, WKRG News 5.
Well, a felony suspect's escape from the cops was cut short by, of all things, Florida's infamous toxic algae blooms.
Bring a throw line if you got one. Come on, swim towards me. Swim towards me. Keep swimming. Look at me. Keep swimming towards me. How do I float my back? You're almost to the... You on the north side of Beach Parkway?
Well, it started when Cape Coral police conducted a traffic stop. The driver tried to run away. The man jumped into a nearby canal in an attempt to escape, but toxic algae blooms in the canal turned that pursuit into a rescue operation. That suspect began pleading for help after ingesting the foul water, and after the rescue, he was arrested, hosed off, and taken to the hospital to be checked out. He was later charged with resisting arrest and possession of a controlled substance. Well, the Mobile Bay Bears have one more season in Southern League Baseball in the Port City next year, and then the team will move to a new $46 million stadium in Madison near Huntsville. On Wednesday, the city announced the new name of the team, the Rocket City Trash Pandas. The team held a contest and narrowed it down to 5 names. Rocket City Trash Pandas was the winner.
They voted for Rocket City, they voted for Trash Pandas, and they seem to love it a great deal. The vote wasn't even close. It was not even close. People love this name, they fell in love with it, and that's going to be the team name because it's what the people wanted.
And just in case you were wondering, the Trash Pandas won out over another name, the Thunder Sharks. Time to announce our next Lunch Bunch winner. Today's winner, Dana Douglas of Creola. Dana gets a seafood platter from Catfish Junction. You can register to be a Lunch Bunch winner on WKRG.com. Well, after what was thought to be a devastating blow to loggerhead turtle nest on Alabama beaches, a ray of sunshine yesterday as hatchlings from one nest made their way to the water. Officials say more than 30 nests were destroyed from Tropical Storm Gordon Tuesday night. Yesterday, the unexpected surprise gave some hope for the season. It happened at Fort Morgan just hours after Gordon passed.
Now, meteorologist John Nodar with your First Alert Storm Team forecast.
Good afternoon. Your Thursday forecast headlines, mostly good. Gordon goes away, or at least is fading away. Scattered thunderstorms, a summer pattern returns to the Gulf Coast, but that does include some thunderstorms. Rainfall estimates. All right, I promise I'll stop showing you this, but it's just worth another look. This is yesterday into today. And look at this stripe of color right through the middle of the News 5 area. That's where a rain band came and stayed and dumped huge amounts of rain. And before I bring in the numbers, I did want to mention there's a little bit showing up over here in Mississippi. That actually fell today, but most of this fell yesterday. And when I say this, I'm talking about over 10 inches of rain near Milton, over 7, almost 8 inches of rain south of Pensacola, 2.8 in Evergreen, just outside of that swath, and 2.1 over here in Greene County, Miss. Thomasville got 6.7 inches of rain, so there was flooding and all kinds of other problems because when you get a rain band coming through, the rain just rains and rains and rains in the same places over and over. Now today, a whole different story in Pensacola. It's been mostly sunny this morning, now starting to see some mid-level cloudiness. Eventually, we will get a few showers here as well, and these cumulus clouds over the Battleship could blossom up into a shower or two, but right now there's a good deal of blue sky on the Alpha Skycam. There's also some rain and thunder, and most of that is in Mississippi right now. You can kind of make out another rain band here moving up into what's left of Gordon. And let me just say, what's left isn't much. It's still a tropical depression, but with 10-mile-an-hour winds. 10 miles an hour, ha, is what I say. Down here, these thunderstorms could produce 30 to 40-mile-an-hour winds. They are moving toward the north. Most of them have been outside of our viewing area, but a few of them are making their way into Vestry and Bendale and Leaf. You can see some lightning and thunder there as they move toward the north. Overall, though, most of us quiet. We'll add more showers and thunderstorms as the day progresses, and at 2 o'clock, quite a few of us should be seeing at least some rain. That rain will start moving inland during the afternoon, and then for tonight after 6 p.m., it fades away. So we're back to a more summertime pattern. The umbrella forecast a 50% chance of needing a Green and Phillips umbrella today. Did want to mention river flood warnings. These smaller rivers came up fast, but they're going to go down fast. Tonight and tomorrow, all of these rivers will be heading back within their banks. The forecast for today, few thunderstorms at 2 p.m., a good bit of thunder and lightning through the late part of the afternoon, and then the showers fade away after the sun goes down. Extended outlook for you. Not much to see here. It goes back to a standard September pattern of weather with off and on showers and thunderstorms, mostly in the afternoons and early evenings. Partly cloudy skies much of the day, highs in the upper 80s, and a 40% chance of thunderstorms.
a Mobile tradition.
Well, a police officer in Michigan getting kudos for kindness and going above the call of duty. He noticed an older woman who needed help at the gas station. She barely had enough money for a gallon of fuel. He didn't make a big deal about it. He just filled her tank up.
Oh,
it's gone viral on social media. A wave of goodwill for the officer.
You bet.
About that.
All right, this will give you a wave of goodwill, too. Chris Sherrill whipped this up. Festival Flavor coming up. Check it out. And did want to mention the tropics, too. Lots of stuff going on out in the Atlantic. Nothing in the Gulf or the Caribbean, and nothing that is a threat in the foreseeable future.
There you go. That's some huge shrimp, man. Huge shrimp. All right, more to come today at 5. We'll see you then.
WKRG aerial footage sponsored by Green & Phillips.